Hey guys, we're back. So I went ahead and finished all my upgrading and selling and stuff. um, let's check out my inventory. So clean. Wait, why do I have two of these? I think one of these was supposed to be sold. Hold up. Looks like they have the same upgrades. So I guess it doesn't matter which one I sell. I don't know how I missed that. But yeah, we got everything. I went ahead and upgraded everything. Sold all the extra crap. Yeah. My inventory's looking pretty clean right now. And yeah. So I'm gonna take my railgun Deagle, my silenced AK, and my silenced MP5 out. Oh. I also got. Let me find it. Oh, is this it? Yeah, I got a. I got my anomaly armor upgraded too. So I'm just gonna take that with me in case I need it, I guess. I'm just kind of like holding on to everything on me. The only problem with that potentially is that when I switch to this armor, the weight carrying capacity goes from 105. Wait. It goes from 80 to 65, so that could potentially be a problem. Wait. How do I have 5 slots? I only have +2 containers. I thought I would only have 4 slots. That's weird. Seems like a glitch or something. Anyway. Okay, so got my ammo. I think we're all good to go now. Let me just stash this. I've been trying to buy as much of this as I can so that I can actually use my AK-103 at some point. Oh yeah, and we gotta sell this extra gun to you. This one. Yeah. Is there anything else I need? What is this? Oh, I already have one of those. Okay, I guess we're done. Let's move on. Okay. You have no idea how long I spent on that. Probably like 30 minutes to an hour, just running back and forth over and over. But I have a ton of money now, even though I don't really need it for anything. Mostly I'm just happy that my storage is nice and tidy and everything's upgraded. Wow, we really just had to reload for one bullet. Okay, whatever. Any news? Yeah. What does he mean if you smell something burning? Is he implying that they're gonna, like, light the place on fire and exit out the back door or something? Who is this? I don't think this is the mercenaries from the Battle Royale, right? This is the... is this Thermite Sciences?
К черту!
If this was my secret base, I feel like I'd put, like, a mine at the bottom of the ladder.
Давайте займем удобные позиции и будем контролировать вход.
What the fuck is this? I just got all my guns upgraded and now I just have to sit here and fight off waves of attackers. That's lame.
Черт, а вот это совсем не вовремя. Наше перехватывающее оборудование вышло из строя. Черт его знает, что с ним. Ребята, оставайтесь здесь и контролируйте вход, я проверю. Без такого козыря в рукаве нам сейчас оставаться нельзя.
Дружище, будь осторожнее. Меня от этой базы до сих пор дрожь бросает.
This is lame. Lame AF. They keep making, like, story decisions I don't like. Well, this one I mainly don't like because it feels like they were just too lazy to, like, make an actual base. So they're like, hey, it's really creepy, and they're just trust me, bro. And then the main problem is just not being able, like, not being able to use my good equipment. I feel like ever since Axe died, the game's been trying to force me to use crappy equipment. Is that... Oh yeah, I guess that is it. I don't remember it being so far to the right over there. That's nothing. I guess there's a ghost here singing. Oh no. That's so fucking stupid. Oh yeah, I couldn't hear the guy coming up the metal stairs. Fuck off.
Не утруждайся. Не надо ничего говорить. Я знаю, что больно. Не волнуйся. Для твоего героя-дружка мы устроим не менее теплый прием.
I'm just gonna say it, this story fucking sucks. There's just so much plot contrivance. And it doesn't really feel like Stalker to me. Too much secret organizations and plots and shit. Can't I just, like, go find the wish granter or something, for Christ's sake?
Профессор. До встречи на испытаниях, профессор.
I don't want to talk to Thermite. This is gonna be fucking stupid. Plus, Thermite, he doesn't even feel like a real person. He feels like a cringe Disney villain or some shit. You all know what I mean, right? And I'm supposed to believe these guys just have this lab and all these exosuits in the zone. Is that right? Is that right? I feel like okay, what the fuck? I'm getting flashbacks to Call of Pripyat when Pilot gets stuck on the Stalker in the second area's train station. Don't tell me all this is under the helicopter. This is looks ugly.
Приветствую, док. Какими судьбами в нашем отделе?
Wait, is his name Termite or Thermite? Pretty sure that was just a typo.
Коллеги, сегодня мы приступаем к первым испытаниям по нашему новому направлению разработок. Наша цель — изучить возможность обратимости мутаций в зоне. Мы шли к этому несколько недель, и сегодня сможем получить первые результаты. Да, возможно, не сразу, но со временем у нас все может получиться. Начинаем. Испытания проводим согласно утвержденным инструкциям.
Can't climb the ladder. So are we trying to develop mind control?
Все показатели в норме. Оборудование готово к работе.
Wow, dramatic lighting, how scientific.
Подопытный номер 3 скончался. Бомба номер 1 вышла из строя. Подопытный номер 2 скончался. Состояние четвертого объекта нормализовалось. Подопытный номер 4 мертв. Отмучились.
Don't talk to the assistant. I'm so over this game. Just let me find the wish granter. What? Answer call. What? Is this not the office? I don't. Oh, I guess over here. Is this a...
Здравствуйте, профессор. Ну что, порадуете меня сегодня?
Добрый день. Неделю назад мы отправили артефакт. К этому моменту заказчики уже должны были его получить.
Да, они его получили. Действия артефакта вызвали у них шок. В хорошем смысле слова, конечно. Поэтому уверен, что они не в последний раз пользуются нашими услугами. Но я звоню не за этим. У вас сегодня были испытания?
Да, закончились несколько минут назад.
Ну так порадуйте меня сегодня, профессор.
Пока результатов нет, но это только начало. Впереди еще достаточно работы.
Вам чего-то не хватает?
В плане?
В плане оборудования, финансирования, комфорта во время работы.
Нет, все замечательно. Дело не в этом. Просто на это нужно время. Попытки обратить мутации гораздо более серьезная задача, чем скрещивание артефактов. Но мы приложим все усилия.
Хорошо. Но я надеюсь, что в ближайшее время у вас будут результаты, которые меня действительно порадуют.
Разрешите поинтересоваться?
Не спрашивайте разрешения, профессор. Мы же договаривались, что если будете работать с нами, у вас будет полная свобода действий, в том числе в информационном плане. Так что не стесняйтесь.
Почему эти исследования так важны для руководства? Я прекрасно понимаю насчет селекции артефактов. В мире очень много людей, кому они могут помочь и спасти жизнь. Но мутации... У вас есть какой-то план, о котором я не в курсе?
Поскольку я обещал быть с вами честным, я скажу как есть. Артефакты, которые мы отправляем на Большую Землю, действительно помогают людям. Но одновременно с этим они меняются. Мы заметили раннюю стадию мутации у большинства наших клиентов. Если мы не сможем это контролировать, вся та гадость, которую мы видим в Чернобыльской зоне, выйдет за ее пределы в остальной мир. Я этого не хочу. Я ценю это место. Но оно не должно, как зараза, распространяться по всему миру.
Данные про мутацию верны?
Абсолютно. Поэтому ваше исследование крайне важно для нас. Приложите для этого все усилия, профессор.
Я вас услышал. У меня есть еще один вопрос.
Задавайте.
Термит. Вы уверены в этом
His
человеке?
name's Termite.
Больше, чем в ком-либо. Без него нам бы не удалось создать проект и организовать всю работу. Он многое сделал. А что вас тревожит?
Его методы.
Да, его методы могут быть жестоки. Прекрасно про это осведомлен. Как раз по этой причине я и пригласил его в проект. Он знает, что делает. В любом случае, вам точно не стоит беспокоиться. По крайней мере, до тех пор, пока вы не являетесь угрозой. Что-то еще, профессор?
Нет, это все.
Is this Sky?
Профессор, на минуту. Срочно.
Oh. I don't get it. So, professor doesn't even...
Тревога.
What?
Проникновение в лабораторию.
Oh, come on. You could tell me if you're gonna switch me to my main dude. What the fuck?
Несанкционированный доступ.
Fuck off. Jesus.
Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть
So this guy doesn't even know what they're doing, yet he's all gung-ho about helping them. What the fuck,
Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию.
dude? Whatever.
Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию.
I think I picked a pretty good gun for this.
Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный
Kind of
доступ.
amazing how much I'm wrecking them, though. These guys can't hit a shot.
Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию.
I feel like they're not gonna give me enough time to use all my upgraded weapons,
Проникновение
you
в
know?
лабораторию.
I feel like you barely had any time to use your good equipment.
Несанкционированный
What? No.
Несанкционированный доступ.
How
Внимание!
did I miss
Всему
that?
персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию.
Hold on, what's my other gun? Oh,
Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию.
hold on. So how is Thermite over there killing Sky if he's over here? You know what I mean? Okay, that was not the play. Let's just stick to the MP5. This thing is fine if you
Тревога.
scope,
Проникновение в лабораторию.
you know.
Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть
Fuck
лабораторию.
that, I'll use the MP5. I like the no scope and the laser better.
Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию.
Can't go this way?
Несанкционированный доступ.
Oh, okay.
Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога. Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога! Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный доступ.
Зря вы так, Журавлев.
Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно...
Okay.
Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога! Проникновение в лабораторию. Несанкционированный доступ.
I just want to taste my batteries. Oh, what the fuck?
Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию. Тревога! Проникновение в лабораторию.
You'd think they'd just throw a single grenade in here and be done with it.
Несанкционированный доступ. Внимание! Всему персоналу немедленно покинуть лабораторию.
А вот и наша военная шавка. Мы здесь только тебя ждем, прежде чем эффектно раствориться в пространстве. Ты знаешь, я бы мог всадить тебе пулю или придумать любую другую живописную смерть. Но мне так хочется удивить твоих дружков, когда они прибудут тебя спасать. Поэтому на тебя у меня другие планы, чем просто смерть.
I don't fucking care.
Коллеги, быстрее, быстрее!
This game fucking sucks. Let me go. Stop. I don't care. Fuck you. What the fuck? That was it? Huh? I thought there'd be more. Like, what about the radar? It said something about a one-way trip. What the fuck? That was so bad. So we spend the whole time chasing Termite or Thermite or whatever the fuck his name is, just to fail. That's it. Who wrote this shit? Was this like Cuck Simulator or something? Fucking hell. That was bad. Plus, like, I spent all that time upgrading all my guns and I didn't even get to use them. That was really bad. I mean, fun gameplay because it's Stalker, but lacking the genius behind Stalker. You know, they're just taking something that exists and So at one point I was stuck on something and I googled caught in a trap. I don't know. I don't remember what quest this was. I think that was the one where you had to find the small bag. Anyway, I found this thread here. How many times do we get ambushed and or captured through the mod? Yeah. Yeah. The mod itself isn't very good, but it does a good job. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, the part where you lose interest the moment you switch protagonist. Yep. I'm sure Axe is about to set up some major trap with all the contacts he's established in the zone, and they can fight back against this annoying can't kill me until the boss fight. And oh yeah, we teleport and shit enemy. But then I saw him on the bridge and basically realized that I wasted all this time on the mod and regretted it completely. I don't remember where exactly I quit, but it was somewhere in chapter 7 where the game crashed 2 times in a row and I decided to sign to leave the mod. I mean, it is a creative idea, but do we need that kind of creativity? It would have been cooler if the group of master stalkers we helped showed up and saved Axe at the last moment when he was ambushed at the farm. Probably would have created a more interesting second half. I mean, this is pretty much what it comes down to. Making the rest of the story revolve around Axe's thirst for revenge for losing his friend, instead of introducing a completely unrelated new character. Yes. Why would you do that? I mean, I think what this guy said is pretty true. I think if the game just ended at Axe's death, it would have made more sense. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's complaining about walking everywhere, which I felt that a lot too. Player agency is all but removed from the equation. I can sum up the entire mod as walk 30 minutes and maybe shoot some mutants bandits in order to watch another cutscene where you sit and watch everything go to shit. Oh, he's just quoting that someone else? Yeah, this was hard to tolerate, losing control just so Axe can jog, I think he meant, to progress certain quests is a massive pain. I got kind of tilted in the Dark Valley Bandit base, escape 2. The group you've been working with just gets destroyed in a cutscene and you have no way to save them or fight your way out the normal way because you wouldn't get to deal with the master. Sucks. Oh, the master. Is this the one where you have to find that small bag that's actually a letter? Oh yeah, not to mention Freedom and Monolith were all but cut out of the mod and made irrelevant plot-wise, save for like 2 encounters each. 2 of the most iconic factions in the lore written off so the devs could make room for their own omnipotent and omniscient faction. Very true, very, very true. Yeah, it feels like some factions are missing. The mercenaries were also falling into this, but I don't know if they may better come back later. Freedom, according to mod, is apparently dying out. What? I'm fine with Monolith not having much of a presence, so okay, whatever. This guy says, knowing what's coming just sucks the interest to play right out of me. Well, why'd you read this thread, dummy? The devs fell into the trap of wanting to tell the story their way instead of letting the player experience the narratives as they see fit. If you want Excuse me. If you want a fixed narrative, write a book or make a movie. Don't make a game. A lot of games in the late 90s, early aughts fell into this trap. I mean, that makes sense. Kind of. I mean, I don't know. I think you can do a game that's... I mean, you know, like visual novels. You can have like a game that has a story on rails. If it's like really good, I guess. I don't know. Runs very well, say blah blah blah. Okay. Yeah, I agree the mod was a 10 out of 10. Well, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 on technical side because I think there were a few glitches here and there, but pretty much nothing game breaking or anything as far as I could see. Yeah, enjoyed it almost more than the originals. I think I enjoyed it about the same as the originals. It's not like a 1 to 10 scale or anything. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm having fun. Damn, and here I was getting butthurt at Skyrim mods that take away player agency and knock you out 3 times to make the plot, to move the plot forward. I did not have a problem with disappearing corpses, no. There was a Svarog detector? Agroprom Underground? What the fuck? Dude, I was right there and I didn't see it. That's crazy. He says, it's far from being aesthetically impeccable. Many 3D models look janky. I do agree with the UI thing. I don't know why they have a UI like instead of a PDA. I considered a protagonist swap very novel and cool idea. Came out of nowhere, which is why a lot of people don't like it. Having interactions with the military guy ahead of time would make this transition easier to handle. Very, very, very true. The swap does absolutely nothing to advance the narrative. That is true. Kind of. Kind of. I mean, I guess it serves to make the baddies more omniscient, like that other guy said. I don't know if that's something you want. You swap from a character that the player's invested into a character the player has no attachment to. And you lose all your stuff for a while, and then when you get it back, you have it for like 5 minutes. Yeah. Also, this guy said that... Wait, let me find it. Someone said they kept count of how many times you get knocked out, and their toll was about 25 by chapter 8. 24, not including the 4 times by vodka. Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know, dude. I think the protagonist swap wouldn't have been that bad if they had like 4 more chapters where you actually get to play the military guy and actually get to use all your guns and stuff. Then I wouldn't really care. And if you got revenge on Thermite. But that doesn't happen. Okay, blah blah blah. Pros of this mod: visual impeccable. Okay, atmosphere good, yeah. It feels like they kind of just took a bunch of stuff from Gunslinger mod, though, didn't it? So I don't know if this has anything. I don't know if they're affiliated with Gunslinger at all, or how that, or anything. But kind of seemed like they incorporated Gunslinger stuff into the game. So I don't know if I can give them credit for the gunplay. Shared personal stash system was nice. It is nice. It's also stupid though. I don't know if they could have come up with a lore thing to fix that. Like, oh, this stash has a teleportation anomaly. I don't know. Maybe that's stupid. That probably is stupid, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just nitpicking. Okay, now for a few nitpicks. Revised artifacts were nice to try out. Having spent time learning the mixed up their properties, there was a distinct lack of more potent anti-radiation artifacts in the game. Very, very true. I think I only got 4 or 5 anti-radiation artifacts the entire time. 2 of them were like -1, 2 of them were like -2, and then the one that was -4. Oh, this guy only found a -2. That's pretty bad. On the topic of artifacts, despite over a week of in-game time passing, I could never find new artifacts no matter how much I searched through anomalies. I mean, I did see respawning under that tunnel, right in Cordon. You know in Cordon that it's like right when you leave the rookie village and start walking north up the road, you come upon that, the bridge with the electricity under it and all the dogs. Yeah, I seen an artifact respawn there, but only once. So yeah, artifact respawning was very low. Speaking of which, there were no emissions in the game, which that seems pretty important for a Stalker game, in my opinion. Okay, I never found myself needing any specialized artifacts or suits. Very, 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 very true. Yeah, I didn't find the Svarog, even though I was right next to it, and yeah. I mean, that's another problem with the game. It's so fucking easy to miss stuff. Like, I missed the basic toolkit. Anyway, speaking of suits, I never really found myself needing to buy anything other than what I was given through the story missions. I was already rocking fully upgraded rad suit and a VSS. Okay, that's kind of true. I mean, I bought an assault suit, and then I got one from a quest like 10 minutes later. So yeah, you really don't need to buy suits. The acquisition of unique items sometimes felt more like collecting them rather than getting them for use, since by the time you get them, you already had something better or had upgraded its regular counterpoint to the point where it made the unique variant redundant. Yeah, I can see that. Now for the cons. They heavily outweigh the pros. Too many cutscenes. Very, very true. Very, 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 very true. There is no beating around the bush here. The mod suffers from a severe case of excessive use of cutscene, getting knocked out, getting blackout drunk in order to advance the plot. Yes, it does. I do not need a cinematic moment to tell me my character walked 10 meters and decided to just stand there and watch things unfold. I do not exaggerate when I say there are more cinematic cutscenes in the first chapter than the entire Stalker trilogy put together. I noticed that too. I thought it was going to be cool. I was like, oh, we're actually getting cinematics. I thought it'd be cool, like a real story, but then it wasn't. Yeah. Player agency is all but removed. True. I can sum up the entire mod as walk 30 minutes, maybe shoot. So yeah. This got to the point where I was wondering if I wasn't watching a visual novel by accident with an occasional minigame. I have a feeling that the developers were too caught up in telling a story that they forgot the gameplay of the mod. Not only that, but the story was confusing at first. Like, I don't know if that... I mean, maybe that was... translation problems probably contributed to that. Plus, like, when you read a Russian name, it doesn't really stick in your head. You know what I mean? You kind of just glaze over it and don't even read it because you're like, I'm not going to be able to remember this. So that doesn't help. Okay, if you need your character to be knocked out every 3 minutes to progress the plot, you should probably revise the plot. someone actually counted and you get knocked out. 20. Okay. The most memorable moment in the game were the ones where I still had control over my character while things folded around me. The most iconic being the supernatural incident at the duty outpost in Garbage. Garbage. Duty outpost in Garbage. Oh. That's the one at the very north at the checkpoint where there was like a ghost. Yeah, I remember that. To me, probably the most memorable moment was when the game became Amnesia: The Dark Descent and we had to run away. Although I also hated that part because you had to like manage your like weight and thirst and all that with limited resources. Anyway, there were many moments where I wish I had control over my character, but few made me more infuriated than the Dark Valley Bandit base escape. Ooh, isn't that what I was just talking about? In this scene right before you were about to exit the bar in Chapter 8. Is this the one? Is this the one where that guy that we let live comes back and he's like, "You killed my friend, I'm gonna knock you out," and we don't even try to stop him? Anyway, that was really bad. I'd say the devs forgot what made Stalker so memorable. The original games being closer to a sandbox where the players can explore freely when without interruption. Very, very true. Not a barrage of cinematic cutscenes of our character acting completely antithetical and passive to the situation at hand. Yeah. I feel like a lot of cutscenes isn't the problem. The problem is the lack of... I don't know, how do I put this? It's like the way we just get knocked out in every cutscene and we're just like taking punches passively the whole time. Hold on a second. I'm hearing sound. Is it raining? The fuck is that? Oh god, what is that sound? Do we have squirrels in the attic or something? Jesus. Well, I hate that. I really hate that. There's probably like squirrels in the attic. Maybe maybe there's gonna be some critters climbing out of the fire detector or something. Ugh. I fucking hate where I live. Okay, anyway, where were we? As for the story that fell off halfway through, towards the end, Bang was quite thrilling. Yeah. The more I realized that I had no say in what happened. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Or the fate of my character. Yeah, this becomes especially true, and I realized the main antagonist of this mod essentially had plot armor to exist just to be evil. Oh, you're speaking to my soul, brother. This all came to a head when the swap happened that marked the point where I lost all interest in the mod's narrative. Same for me, actually. Actually, I was kind of getting sick of it when Thermite started showing up. There was absolutely no reason to swap protagonists other than telling me all my efforts in the earlier chapters were for naught. Might have worked if the swap was done with someone our original protagonist had a connection to. That was very true. But no, it was done with a complete and utter stranger who just so happened to accidentally stumble into the plot. From that point on, the narrative thread was severed, my mood and any hope for redemption were crushed. I will absolutely always hate how much of a red herring that visit the CNPP side objective was. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. The introduction of the antagonist faction was nothing short of watching the devs trying to present their totally not ISG, do not steal OC. What is ISG? Is that a character from Stalker or something? I don't know. Their presence in the game was... Or maybe that's like a faction. I don't know. I don't know Stalker lore. Their presence in the game was hardly explained past we are the good guys, trust me, but no witnesses, nothing personnel could know. And any attempt at trying to fight back against them was either met with a cutscene where I shoved my thumb at my ass while they did their thing, or with a game over as soon as seen in 2 of the game's 3 endings, which resulted in your demise, regardless of what you did. I didn't know there were 3 endings. I thought there were just 2. When your main antagonist is untouchable and has the ability to perform instant transmission of the slightest tick of damage they receive from players. Is that what happened? And is omnipotent and omniscient, then it just becomes boring knowing you get slapped for going off their script. Even the good ending in the game felt lukewarm at best, leaving you feeling cheated. What I am trying to say is that the story for the entire mod goes with when the Secret Institute gets introduced. And given a full-blown SCP Foundation level facility right beneath the army warehouses, when the actual fuck did they build that? Who knows? Oh yeah, not to mention Freedom and Monolith. Oh yeah, okay. Mary Sue level writings. Then there were a few other lore-breaking moments, like dropping this guy's body in Chapter 4. Is this when we go to the inside of the anomaly or whatever? Rendering his discovery in COP non-canon. Does it? I don't think this mod is canon, bro. I thought this was a tie-in to COP, like we were seeing the inside of that space anomaly. I thought that's what that was. Although, to be fair, didn't they say that the inside of the space anomaly was just like endless white? Or something like that? I don't know. Although, you have to assume there's probably air in there, since they live for days. Anyway, as well as leaving a Gauss rifle buried in an RNG stash, only obtainable 30 minutes before the ending. Yeah, that happened. I'm giving this mod a 6 out of 10. It started off strong with excellent atmosphere and superb gunplay, but fell flat on its face. Okay. The best way I can describe this is a pseudo hunt down the Freeman case. Hunt down the Freeman. Is that like a Half-Life chapter or something? But with an actually well-crafted and superb-looking mod. I don't think you should quit the game necessarily. I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't quit the game at chapter 6, but the game desperately needed more chapters. I think that would have fixed a lot of the problems, and it also needed better storytelling. All the contrived punch you in the face shit was awful. I give the story of this game, like, it's hard to rate it in terms of numbers. I want to give it a 1 out of 10. But I kind of want to give it some credit for being a little creative with the death and all that, and like it felt like they were trying to make the zone feel brutal, which makes sense, I guess. Normally in Stalker games, it doesn't feel that brutal because you're just owning. Anyway, I would say it's worth playing, probably, but it kind of sucks. That's my review. I'll give the mod... It's hard because it's like I can't give it an overall score. I have to like score things separately. Gameplay, I'll give it like a 8. Because it's fun when you're actually fighting. Pretty much. But I will say there weren't really like random mutants running around, so it kind of didn't feel like Stalker. Like, no emissions, no random mutants running around, no wandering faction members in the areas. It felt kind of like the world was dead compared to the other Stalker games. And that also means less combat and reason to even get guns. So that's a negative. I'm not going to bother giving it a score. I've already said my thoughts. So, yeah, this is the end. Hope you enjoy.